Hello, IK here. Welcome to React AI e-commerce full course from beginner to advanced. Lesson 20. Reducer equals state. Redux does not understand asynchronous processes. As a hard state manager, Redux has to know what happens with the data during an asynchronous process. The tank function from the middleware informs Redux about this. Tank dispatches information to the reducer. At first, I wrote about the reducer because the reducer, as if this were a movie, comes on scene before the tank. Okay, when we start React application e-commerce in our developing editor, npm start index.html. In index.js, store equal store in curly brackets. Store in curly brackets means object. Store before sign equals is props, and we see it in provider React element in index. Okay, store equal object store processes object store. Result of that is declaration and instantiation of all reducers in bracket states, in all states. In stores state. Okay, here is a drawing of it. We see store, Redux store is heart of Redux, main part of Redux, and in store there is a state, one state, and in that one state is all reducers. Here I write part of the code. Interesting here. Store.js declaration constant store equal configure store. Function configure store. What does configure store? Configure store, and here is a code, a reducer, and the reducer properties equal in curly brackets, departments, categories, articles, etc. The store has one reducer, and all other reducers are inside that one reducer. Every reducer has one output state, so we can say the same sentence with the word reducer replaced by the word state. The store has one state, and all other states are inside that one state. Don't give up. You need a lot of practice, and everything will be as it used to be. What is a reducer? Reducer is a function, and I will say immediately here, a poor function. Poor is not something special, but simply an ordinary function without any unpredictable parameters. Graphical presentation of the reducer function. You see, two inputs, state and action, and it is a reducer, yeah, and the output is a state. Two input, one output, maybe it is a reason for name reducer. Reduce input, two input, reduce to one output. And you can see here that state input is a copy of state output. About that and why it is like it, in some of next video. JavaScript syntax of a reducer function. Here it is. Function name of reducer and parameters state and action. In curly brackets, we have a code, body of function. Or in form of arrow function, constant name of reducer equal state action is it is arrow function with parameter again state and action, and in curly brackets body of function. You can analyze difference in syntax, but in result, in final result, it is the same. I will not waste your time or mine here explaining arrow function, as AI will explain them better. Arrow functions are almost 100% the choice in React Redux. Why? Because the left side of the assignment is an object, and the manipulating object in code is simpler. We will see more of this in real code. You can now see in these two syntaxes how an object equals a function. If you ask AI to draw the store tree, you will get something like this. Store, there is a state, object state, there is a object departments, categories, articles, departments, categories, etc. Here you see store, there is a state. AI may write the word state instead of reducer. But in the code, we still write reducer. Here is a code. Constant declaration of object store equal configure store. And here is a reducer. Store, here is reducer. And in curly brackets, all other reducer departments, categories, etc. Look at the function as producing result. Reducer, function reducer, produce a result, some result. Here, the result is the state. So the state is the result of the arrow function. Again, don't give up. After you look at thousands of examples, this will become normal. Reducer, you see now word reducer, in curly brackets, departments, reducer. What is departments? It is a reducer or a state. It is reducer or state. What is departments reducer? It is department slice. What is department slice? It is the code that defines the input and output of the department's reducer. This is all for now. In the next video, all paths guide us in department slice.js. See you in the next video. I hope we have a good foundation for it. Thank you for watching this video.